If you have followed Weekly 50 for any length of time, you know that, well, there's a couple things. There's number one, you know that this photo is similar to photos I've taken before. And the second thing you probably notice is that I've had a string of different photos for the past couple months. I've had photos of star trails. I've had photos of my long exposures. I've done like glass ball reflections, and there's just been a lot of experimental stuff, and that's fine. I enjoy that. But I often find myself coming back to a photo like this because it's kind of like my comfort zone. I enjoy this type of picture. And this is like, if I had to describe the classic Simon photo that I just enjoy taking, it'd be this one clearly distinguishable subject that stands out from the rest. A nice blurry background, good use of color, good use of lighting, both on the subject as well as lighting in the background. This is like, I mean, on one level, it's super basic because there's nothing fancy, but that's on another level, that's why I like it. Taking this photo was like a breath of fresh air. It was like a return to what I'm familiar with, and I really enjoy taking this kind of photo. So after a summer, a prolonged season of experimentation, it felt good to just return to what I'm used to, which is this picture here. It's a golden rain tree seed pod in the fall. It's turning colors. You've got those veins in the seed pod that are just sharp and in focus. I shot this with my 105 millimeter macro lens, which at this point I should almost call this blog weekly macro or weekly 105 millimeter because it's not all macro shots. But that lens, that 105 millimeter macro lens has, I think it's safe to say that by now it has surpassed the classic Nifty 50 as my favorite lens. Now, it's not the best lens in any situation. Like all lenses are good for different things. But man, I could not get this shot without that lens. Had to get pretty close to a seed pod. I shot this at f6.7, and it was just like, it's a fun photo to take. It was a refreshing change of pace from the experimentation I've been doing recently, and a nice return to the comfortable photography that I'm familiar with. And that's one thing that I think is good to do. I think it's good to recognize your strengths. So if you're a landscape photographer, it's good to try different things, but then it's good to come back to what you're familiar with. If you're a family portrait photographer, hone your craft, do what you're good at, and try new things if you want to, but then it is good to kind of come back to the thing that you know you're good at. So anyway, that's this photo, and I enjoyed taking it, and in some ways it was a good reassurance that despite taking a lot of other types of pictures, that this really is where I'm most comfortable, and I really do enjoy taking them.